All right, hi everyone. I'm Johanna. As you all probably know, since we're at the end of the semester, this video is the final assignment for Legal Research Writing 1. This assignment covers topics that we're supposed to research, and the jurisdiction that I've chosen today is Illinois. And the first research question that Ms. Johnson posted was that I'm going to do is number 3, and it states, does this jurisdiction recognize common law marriages as having full legal effect? The first thing I wanted to touch base with everyone on is what a common law marriage is. I'm sure that if anybody did this, they looked that up, but if anybody doesn't know what it is, some people are unfamiliar. Common law marriage usually isn't like, it's not a formal marriage, and it usually involves two people that cohabitate and hold themselves as married to the people around them, so like to their family and everything. They basically live together and say that they're married, but there's no marriage license and there's no marriage ceremony. So of course I started on Westlaw, so let me go to Westlaw real quick and zoom in for everybody. So the first search that I ran was common law marriage. I just typed in that plan. I just typed in common law marriage. And the first case that it pulled up right here, so we're going to go to cases view all. And the first one that I searched was, I pulled this one, Pierce versus Pierce, that appealed to me. And in this document, the first thing that I do usually when I get on Westlaw is I press Command F on my computer to search within the document so that finds within it. So I did Command F and I used the word recognized because, you know, what do they recognize? Common law marriage. So I said recognize. And we have right here, one second, it's not zooming in for me, sorry. There we go. Common law marriages are no longer recognized in Illinois. So that's the first one. And since that was all I really read in that about that, I wanted to go ahead and look more into it and research a little bit more. So we're going to go back and look at more search results. And the second one that I clicked on was In Re Marriage of Mosher. And in this document, I was looking for more keywords, so such as like invalid and recognized and abolished. In this document, I actually looked for the word abolished. And I'll zoom in for you guys again. It says even though Illinois has abolished common law marriages. So it says again, Illinois has abolished common law marriages. So I wanted to continue to look in my research just to make sure that I had it right. So I went back to Westlaw, and then I wanted to switch it up on this a little bit. So after common law marriage, I did /s, so in the same sentence of the word invalid, hoping that would give me a little bit more of a result. So I looked in here, and I looked at all the cases, and I picked this one, Hewitt versus Hewitt, compared to the, Pierce versus Pierce. I've already looked into that one. So Hewitt versus Hewitt. And so again, I wanted to find within the document, I wanted to look at that certain word, invalid. So we have invalid here. We have invalid. And you can see in this document, I had to look inside this document for the word invalid, and it's a little bit farther down here. Right here. So it says, so I can zoom in for you guys so you guys can see it. Common law. The Act also provides common law marriages contracted in this state after June 30th of 1905 are invalid. And then it also gives us an Illinois revised statute. So, if you want to go look at that, that gives us the specific saying that, common law marriages aren't valid in the state of Illinois anymore. So since this case was the one that I felt was the most specific, even though I looked up multiple, I'm going to go ahead and cite that one for you. So I have a Word document up, and I'm going to go ahead and make sure everyone can see it. Let's make the font just a little bit bigger so everyone can see. And I'm going to go ahead and type it first, and then I will go ahead and, we have the two parties, Hewitt versus Hewitt. I'm going to do a comma, make sure that the two parties are underlined, but not the comma. And then we have the 394th volume in the state of Illinois, the Northeastern Reporter, second edition. Sorry, I don't know why I did that. The opinion starts on page 1204, ends on 1209, and the year that it was decided was 1979. And then pin site, if we're going to talk about pin site, the pin site's right here, 1210. This also has 833. I'm not sure which one that applies to, but 1210 is the one that I put for that one. The next, I'm actually going to be doing a second question as agreed to upon with Ms. Johnson. So the next question that I'm doing is number 4 on the list of questions, and it states, in this jurisdiction, what are the elements of negligence? So we're going to go back to top of Westlaw. We're going to start a new search. And I went and typed, I wanted to be specific about this one because I didn't want to go through a bunch of cases. I typed in negligence in the same sentence, so /s, in the same sentence as elements. So the case that I found for this one was McMillan versus Carlinville Area Hospital. And in this document, I did the Command F again, and I searched elements. And right here in the West Head Notes, we have specifically, trying to zoom in for everybody, traditional elements of negligence action which plaintiff must establish in order to prevail are duty, breach of duty, proximate cause, and damage. You can go through this document, as there's many times that it says elements right here. You can see there's 7 results. We don't have, there's re ipsa loquitur. It doesn't really apply. And then again, it says right here the traditional elements that you need. And I do not have a pin site specifically. I couldn't find one. If anybody or Miss Johnson would like to help me find that one, that would be much appreciated. But for the citation for this one, the reason I picked this one is because I looked up multiple cases on negligence, trying to find traditional elements of negligence, and every single case that I found pretty much dealt with the exact same elements, just had different wordings. So, and then some of them dealt with medical malpractice, which I didn't feel like was very relevant. So I'm going to be doing the case citation for this one. I'm going to go ahead and erase that one for you guys. And we have the two parties, which is McMillan, the Carlinville Area Hospital, and I'm going to go ahead and abbreviate hospital. We're going to take the italicize off, have the the comma, and then we have the 114th volume, so 114, in the state of Illinois, abbreviate it, in the Illinois Appellate Court, the 3rd edition, and the page number is 732, and, sorry, I erased too much, 732, and the decision year is 1983. So that would be the citation for that one. Like I said, I don't have a pin site, and some of these citations were a little bit confusing for me, so if anybody wants to comment and let me know something that I can fix, that'd be great, and I'd really appreciate it. So as always, it's been a pleasure being in class with everyone who's watching this. I've had a great semester, and I hope everyone has a good winter break. Thank you.